Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cultured Podcast, where we talk about all things trending, all things popping, and all things cultured.
Hey.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Sasha. It has been a while.
It's been a long
time.
Wow. Basically, I was dying.
Because I just wanted to, because I didn't want to say anything. The thing is, I feel like, Stephanie, you need to tell people why we've been so long. Hashtag cautionary tale.
Yeah, so I was tested positive with COVID, and my symptoms were a lot more.
Coronavirus.
They were a lot more than just a cough and a cold. I was literally bedbound for 2 weeks.
No, you were legit like
dying.
It was scary.
Yeah, I couldn't even talk on the phone because I was so sick. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't answer
you were
texts.
Ignoring my messages.
Yeah,
my
I
calls.
wasn't ignoring. I was dying.
I know, but still.
So I actually didn't speak to Sasha for like 2 weeks, which is a long time for us. Yep. And then I went back to work.
No, you're missing bits. Okay, so it wasn't just like you just had like no cough and no cold. No, you had like flu symptoms in life, the worst flu symptoms in life. So it's like muscle aches.
Yeah, headaches. My vision was blurry.
You didn't tell me about no vision, girl.
Yeah, well, it's linked to the headaches. My vision was affected. I did have a cough, but the cough wasn't major. Mm-hmm. Loss of smell, loss of taste. Just weak. Couldn't walk. Could barely walk to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
had people out here making her lasagnas and
well, Sasha was a darling. She made me dinner. She brought me shopping.
Yeah.
So she was a big help.
Friends, but you know, bearing in mind, this is all of the while after I had to self-isolate because you know me and Stephanie spend a lot of time. So like Sunday morning, I get a text. Yeah, I think you might have to self-isolate. I was like, let me just see how this goes. And I never got it.
You never got it. But literally,
I tested negative.
Yeah, I tested positive about 3 days after I fell sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that is the reason why we haven't been here.
But we're back.
Like cook crack.
COVID couldn't kill me. I came back stronger.
It's funny though, because I
think I'm more tired.
Are you?
I feel like I've been more tired since.
Do you think you're immune now?
I hope so.
I don't know how I didn't get it because I was with you. So I feel like, because I feel like I had it since
before.
Or in March. So I think I've had it. We were together all day.
Yeah.
Like all day.
All day.
Not like 2 hours.
No, we
had a recorded session.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything to be said about this whole BAME COVID business and how... Can you stop blowing into the mic? I honestly do not understand what your issue is with blowing into the mic.
Just like the way it sounds.
I can hear it in my ears.
I'm sorry. It doesn't sound nice.
You are sick and twisted.
It doesn't sound nice.
Do you like to blow? Is that what the situation is?
Do you like it?
Stop blowing.
Okay, that's the last time.
Do you feel like with COVID, there's anything to be said about this BAME situation?
As in it being
our fault? Yeah. Wait, what? Forget that. They would never. They could never.
Well, most likely to die from it.
Yeah.
I feel like they said that,
and
then, but where are the statistics? That's all you said.
Yeah, that's true.
There was no, and we've come up to this conclusion because
this. Well, remember, they didn't release it. They did it. Remember, you told me they did it, but they never released it.
Yeah, but then we have no proof. At this point, it's just words. You haven't given us any proof that this is true.
And also, remember, Track and Trace never called you.
No, they did call me.
What? You said they didn't.
They did call me.
Well, they never called me.
That's the problem. They called me about 1,000 times. That was the issue. They kept calling me, and I was like, I've already done this.
They didn't call your boyfriend, did they?
No, not that I'm aware, or I can't remember. But I know that they called me. They didn't call me straight away, but they did call me. And I got literally about 30 calls that same day. Oh, we're here to do the Track and Trace. I'm like, I've done this already.
But did you put me down?
The first time.
They didn't call me. They didn't text me. They didn't do nothing.
To be fair, I think they were more concerned if I'd been in a workplace. Because they were asking stuff like that.
Did you have to put your ethnicity down?
No, they didn't ask for it.
They probably already knew it. They probably was thinking, oh, it's a black anyway. Might as well just let all the blacks get it.
They were like, have you been to work? No. Has your daughter been in school? No. Have you been in any, like... So they meant like restaurants or like public spaces. I was like, not really. I mean, I wasn't going to tell them that I was at a house party because wasn't meant to be at a house party. So I was like, no. And I was like, I was with my friend for the whole day. So I was like, what's her name? They took your name and then that was it.
No, they never did. I'm telling you, they probably thought, oh, she's black anyway. Like, just leave her to infect her black friends. Who gives a shit? I'm telling you, this was all wrong. Anyway, there is a lot to talk about.
I know. Enough about Corona.
So we're not going to do one big topic today because we are coming back after a long ass time. There's so much to talk about, so much relevant things to talk about. We're just going to discuss everything. So let's just start with some positivity because you know this is about to get hard.
Rihanna.
Well, Rihanna is a bit of positivity and negativity, but you know.
Yeah.
Rihanna released her Savage Fenty fashion show, the second one. Have you seen the first one yet?
No, I have not.
You're slacking in life. You are an underachiever officially. You need to. I keep on saying you need to watch the first one.
Can't call me an underachiever.
All right, well, you're not an underachiever, but you know what I mean.
No, I need to. No, well, I do need to watch it. The first one was so captivating.
You mean the second one?
The second one was so captivating.
Oh, what can't she do? The models, the imagery,
everything.
The creativity, like it was. It's so refreshing to just not just see someone talk about inclusion.
Yeah, but actually show it. Yep, but actually fall through with their words.
Yeah,
which is very rare in the fashion industry.
Well, not even fashion industry, lingerie industry. We have to remember that we've got hoisters and all sorts, like bralettes, and we are just living life. It was so good.
And what was nice is that there seems to be this thing of where the term plus size and the term BBW has sort of been taken over by curvy girls with big butts and a little fupa, when the term plus size and BBW was specifically put in place for big girls, for fat girls. That's what it's for. But they kind of got pushed aside and curvy girls kind of took over that name. But it was nice that her BBW and her plus size range included fat girls.
It literally goes up to 4XL.
Arms, big legs.
Yeah.
Tummies.
And skinny bitches too.
And skinny girls.
There was a bit of us
curvy girls. No breasts, big breasts, no bum, big bum. Okay. It was nice.
And what we were saying before, we were saying that actually you could see what the same sort of bra or like outfit would look on a skinny girl and a bigger girl. It was really nice to see. It was
nice. The whole thing, and obviously even the collection itself was amazing. It was so nice.
You know, I copped a few items, right?
Yeah, I know. I remember you telling me your basket price.
No, you don't understand though, because like obviously they arrived the other day. And when I opened the door, like the guy was like was smirking a little bit. I'm like, whatever, it's just my package, innit? But obviously when you get the package, it literally has in big, massive letters, Savage X Fenty. And he was a younger guy. He was probably about 30.
Oh, so he knew.
He knew. So I probably look like a right freak.
It's just underwear.
Girl.
I mean, it's sexy underwear.
It's the best.
And it's nice because they don't usually make sexy underwear for big girls. And it was like, I told you when I was watching it, I was literally on the site.
Simultaneously. We'll get there in the end.
Simultaneously on the site. Everything that came up on the TV, I was looking at it and I was like, right, do they have this in my size? And everything was in my size, which is, again, for me, very rare.
I mean, I struggle with lingerie as it is because I have a weird body type. Like my lower half isn't like, you know, it doesn't match. I feel like it doesn't match. Like I'm a size 10 at the bottom, but like I don't have any boobs. So I struggle with lingerie where it's like, especially with like a bra area, because I'm like, I want big boobs, you know, to fill out properly. But when I put this on, girl,
it just makes you feel like
I was like
Pamela Anderson.
I have arrived. Not for Pamela Anderson. I was just happy in my skin.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't need to have big boobs. Like, you know, I didn't need to have like.
I think that's what Rihanna wants you to feel. I think she wants you to feel sexy. No matter what you look like, she wants you to feel sexy because all her stuff is sexy.
It's and there's this one piece that I got. Yeah, it's a bodysuit, and I think Demi Moore was wearing it on the show.
Yeah,
and I think Patricia Bright has got it too.
Nice.
Silky smooth. Gassed, like it is so.
And where are you wearing that to, Sasha?
To my backyard, like literally I have nowhere to wear it to. No one to wear it for. I'm just out here just flexing on my own in the corner, but it's all good because I feel sexy for myself.
Yeah,
it's banging, seriously.
Because guys, I think we should hook everyone up. When you sign up to the Savage Fenty VIP,
it's a membership. It's a membership thing. Yeah,
you get 55% off for your first hour.
Yeah, so don't sign up
until you're ready.
You have to.
But it makes a drastic difference when you get to that cart checkout. You see the change in your price,
and it's not no shitty pieces. It's some really nice pieces. I need to stop swearing in this, by the way.
So there was a lot of positivity around Rihanna and her fashion show. She did get a lot of good feedback. Obviously, we've just listed like 100, but she did get some backlash from it because she used a song.
It wasn't a song. It was like, you know, like we have like scriptures and stuff. So it's basically a prayer. So it was
a prayer.
I'm really sorry. I can't remember the name, but it's a prophet who they pray, who Muslims pray to, or I might. It's around that, and it's a prayer. And what they did is they used the lyrics. They kind of sung, I guess, or sped up. Spiced it up, and then put a beat over it. But then to add insult to injury, is for a lingerie fashion show. So it was pretty offensive. I
didn't realize it was a prayer.
Yeah, it's a prayer. So it was. Even I was like, Riri.
But the thing is, once again, this is one of them things where you learn from your mistakes because unless you're Muslim, you're not going to know that.
Yeah, because I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I was probably singing along to it. I had no idea.
But then it's like what we said, what I said before. I don't know who puts songs on that you don't understand the words to.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I'm not saying this is Rihanna's fault because I don't think, like, she can't sign off on everything. Yeah. You trust people to do stuff like that. But the person you trust, I would assume.
Especially, I'm assuming that the lyrics are in Arabic.
Yeah. But she apologized.
And so this is my next point, is that everyone makes mistakes, especially when you're not educated on certain people's culture. It's the fact that she came out, she apologized, she recognized where she went wrong, she educated herself. There was no, I'm sorry, but, and that's the problem with when other people appropriate other people's culture or offend other races. There's an apology, but the apology is always followed by, but I
got my hair in braids, but, you know,
but
black people wear straight weaves all the time.
She apologized and that was it. There was no but. She accepted where she went wrong, and that was it. And that's why it stopped. It seemed like a sincere apology.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I don't even know where you want to go from here.
Letterboxes. I am so sick of this country. Like, I'm sick and I am tired.
Are you what?
Sick and tired.
Yeah.
Did we not just go through a whole protest movement, a whole thing? Not even in this country, worldwide. And black people collectively, I said this on my TikTok, we said, this is what we need from you guys now. Yeah. We need change. Here's a list of things that you can do to help change. Let's move forward together. Let's do this. And you gave us letterboxes. It's
like, you know when like you tell a child to take, I don't know, one sweet out of the sweetie box, and then all of a sudden you come back 5 minutes later and then all of the wrappers in the sweetie box are unwrapped and all over the floor. What's wrong with you? Don't you listen to instructions?
Did I not give you clear instructions?
I don't understand.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. Did I miss some sort of a meeting where there was a decision where
the memo
where black people said, yeah, we'll settle for the letterboxes.
Yeah.
If this happened, please tell me so I can shut up.
It was my fault.
If I'm correct, nobody wanted this.
I didn't. I saw it and I was like, I looked at, literally, Steph, I was looking at it and I was like, you what? I was like, what? And then you saw ZZ Mills' tweet.
Yeah.
Where it was like, how many thousands of letterboxes?
There were different stages to my reaction. As you found out more information, your reaction changed. So the first time I was like really confused, like, letterboxes? Then I thought, is there a meaning behind letterboxes that I don't know? Like, is it somehow connected to black people that was the first mailbox created by a black person? Because I didn't understand why it was letterboxes. That's what I didn't understand. Mm-hmm. Then I found out that there's 115,000 letterboxes in the UK.
Yeah.
And you painted 4. There's one in London.
Oh, was this all around the UK? I thought it was just all around London.
There's one in London. There's one in Manchester. No, not Manchester. One in London.
Who gives a shit?
There's one in London. There's one. So even if I was interested by this letterbox, there's one.
And this is probably another prime example. Well, I don't know, because this will kind of go into the other thing that we were going to talk about. But this is a prime example of the fact that maybe there was no black people on that decision-making board of... Yeah. Or...
There was.
Was there? Because, you know, we've got a few idiots in the world, a.k.a. Pure Gym Boy.
Yeah, we're coming to you soon.
So perhaps...
It's the tokenism of it all. It's the let's give them something so they'll shut up sort of thing. And that's what it is. It's Black History Month. This is your opportunity. This was your opportunity to
after everything. Since March, happened. You know, after everything.
This was your opportunity to do something. And you gave us letterboxes.
After the whole diversity malarkey, after the whole chain of Alicia Dixon wearing the BLM chain, after I think there was something
saying
else.
The N-word twice.
After the whole bite-size backlash.
After blaming the BAME community for coronavirus. This was...
After trying to give us your dead vaccine first. Like, I am... What did you say before? I'm tired. I'm sick and tired, you know. It's too much.
And at this point, it's like, you know, the meaning, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different. Yeah. This is me. Because why do I keep expecting them to do something? I have to be insane now.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Do you still watch Boris Johnson's...
No.
Okay, well then you're fine.
I can't.
Anyone who watches that, then I feel like you might have a serious problem, but you're right.
I've now moved on to watching the presidential campaign, which is probably...
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Did you see the fly
that is... That flight deserves its own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Understand. There was a specific moment where that fly actually flew onto Mike Pence's head, and it was when he was talking about...
he was talking shit.
Yeah, well, basically, the whole thing was shit, but more specifically when he was talking about black people in America not being respected and not having the same opportunities. And literally, as soon as he finished his sentence...
The fly. Because he smelled shit.
You know, they started calling the fly Sean.
The fly what?
They started calling the fly Sean.
Like, as in it's black. Because he knew.
Like Fly Sean.
This guy's talking a lot of shit right now.
Literally all of his cousins watching Fly Sean like, on the TV. Mama, I made it. It was literally so funny. It was so funny.
But that's what I've moved on to now. I don't care about Boris or what he's got to say now. I am more focused on... not focused, but I'm starting to find that whole thing a bit more entertaining.
Oh, 100%.
Because I'm done with your letterboxes, so I have nothing more for this country.
I mean...
They've got some serious making up to do. And you know what's even more humouring is that white people are upset that we got 4 black letterboxes that we didn't want. You're upset. We're upset with you. We don't want it. They're like, why did they get the letterboxes? Apparently there's a special reason why they're red, takes away from that reason. And then somebody was like, well, why don't we paint it for Remembrance Day and all this stuff? We never don't get angry at us. We don't want it.
I wonder if they did that for LGBT.
Well, they painted the roads, didn't it? They did that whole road thing.
Did they?
LGBT, they painted the roads, the flag colours, all around London. I think I think places in London still have that there. They never took it off.
The thing is, though, I don't know if I'm being extra, yeah, but why does it have to be a black colour? Like, remember, it was actually dark black, and I'm not okay with it. Why couldn't it been like...
What, brown?
No. Or different shades of black and brown, like, or why couldn't it be actually better? Why couldn't it be like paintings of influential black English people? Like, why did it have to be just a dark ass black?
Because there's no thought about it. There was no thought into it. It was, let's just give them something.
So they shut
the hell up. So we can't. They're like, we can't go through Black History Month and not do anything. We just had a bloody protest. We've got to do something quickly. Let's paint all the not all. Let's paint 4 letterboxes black.
I mean, hopefully there was no black person on that panel, but there might be. And just like the Pure Gym situation, which we can move on to.
Do you know what's crazy about that is that it was only the Luton Pure Gym. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that thing wasn't a Pure Gym collective.
Yeah.
It was only Luton. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people don't know that. They think it came from Pure Gym headquarters, where it was just this one guy that decided to take this upon himself and ruin the whole brand name. Yeah, he had to have been fired.
Did though, kind of.
He had to have been fired.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, I mean, he did ruin the brand.
Brand
name.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I would never go to Pure Gym anyway, no shade, but
yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing there?
So for those who don't know, Pure Gym in Luton released a new workout session or set, and the name of this workout was called 12 Years of Slave, which was meant to be in relation to the movie 12 Years a Slave. Mm-hmm. So obviously there was a lot of backlash about that because, I mean, I don't even need to explain why, because it's dumb. But what was even more crazy is if you read the paragraph underneath, there was one line that I couldn't get over, which was, slavery was hard and so is this. And I was thinking, is she joking me? You know what I was thinking? I was laughing, as in there were tears rolling down my eyes, because I thought, this has to be a joke.
That's like Kanye West with his malarkey where slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice. I said, this has to be an absolute joke.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. He basically, I think he came out and he said something along the lines of, he realised he made a mistake and he was just trying to, I guess...
incorporate Black History Month.
Yeah, in the way he felt like he wanted to as a black man. Look, I am not the person to tell you how you should behave and how you should let out your feelings about being black.
Yeah.
I would just suggest that this wouldn't have been the right way forward. So then it goes into, you know, oh my gosh, there's so many people that it could have went through for it to stop, right? But then my thing is, well, why would they listen? Because if all of these people in these big leadership boards in Pure Gym are white, and we've been telling you, listen to us. Yeah. And this black guy comes along and he's like, I've got a great idea about doing you know, a 12 years of a slave set of exercise, and I think the black people were going to love it. As a black person, or listening to a black person,
he must know what he's talking about.
Of course. Yeah. Well, why wouldn't he? This is what we've been waiting for a black person to tell us. Let's show them that we care. Release it. What? Don't you consult your family and friends before you do stuff like that? That's what I was going to
say. Surely you talk to people along the line like, oh, you never guess what I'm going to do at work. I've got this great idea. At no point did someone think, I don't think
this is the right way to go, to be honest with you. I think maybe you should look into something else. Like, what was it?
But what is it?
It was a 100-meter sprint. A power clean, whatever that is, deadlifts, pistol squats, burpees, floor wipers, Jesus Christ, push-ups, box jumps, KB swings. What's a UR rows? Whatever that is. Squares and an OH press. Oh, I'm sure all of the exercise gyms people would know what the hell this is, but
yeah.
like 100-meter sprint, not necessary. Why is that?
So you've named this set 12 years of slave, and the first set is 100-meter sprint. What am I running from? Tell me, what am I running from? My master.
Your muscle.
How out of it, like how out of yourself do
How
you
far
have
removed do you have to be from
to
the
not
whole situation?
see
Yeah, that's that wrong.
That's wrong as a black person, that this isn't going to sit right with a lot of people.
I don't know the answers, but
He didn't even get the name right. At least get the name right.
you know as well, I bet he was thinking, man, I'm going to get promotion off of this, mate. Like, I've done a stellar job. Like,
No, your life's ruined.
he's 100% fired.
Because your picture is now everywhere. Everybody has seen your picture.
It's done. He wasn't a bad looking guy either. Such a shame. You can't have an intelligent conversation about, well, anyway, he probably doesn't. Let me not. I'm not even going to disrespect him, but what he did was wrong. Anyway.
What a mess.
What a mess. So, just like Stephanie, Trump got COVID.
I also had to point out that is the only thing that me and Trump will ever have in common.
My man got a whole COVID.
Well, apparently.
Allegedly. Yeah, let's look into this, because if this is true, there is a chance and he gets super, super sick, because if we think about it, Boris Johnson actually got really sick on the 9th day. Mm-hmm. So Trump with his...
It's still time for him to...
And him coming back home after being released, there is still time. So if he gets really, really sick, there's a chance that he could... I mean, the next presidential debate has been cancelled already, even though it was virtual. He didn't want to do it virtually. And if something happens where he can't go out on a campaign trail, for example, and Joe Biden wins, if he doesn't lose, or if he loses as a result of him getting COVID, well, he's not going to go away quietly. There's going to be loads of things that they will try and pin against the system for it to make out as if he didn't have a fair chance. So this could be some sort of political
I think it
play.
is. I mean, I don't believe it.
Do you actually don't think he's got COVID?
No.
Wow.
What we have to remember is that Trump is old.
Yeah,
he's
like
old.
77 or 76.
And
Maybe
COVID
72.
affects
One of them, he's old.
Old people like the most, the worst, as in their symptoms or how their reaction
and he's
to COVID.
overweight and all that jazz.
He's got all these factors working against him, and you're telling me that 3 days after he was admitted to hospital, he's out on the balcony taking off his mask, looking all jolly. Like,
well, he did look like he was struggling.
He did look like he was struggling.
He did look like he was struggling. But you also have to remember, these are normal people. These people that it hits and they die, they're normal people. Like, Trump has got the best of the best facilities in life. I mean, they've given him a drug that's not even out yet. Some sort of vaccine that's not even out yet. Yeah, that's what he was given. It's not even available yet. So he was given that. It sucks if he gets some sort of side effects, but that ain't happening. But yeah, he's got access to the best of the best healthcare, the best of the best whatever. So yeah, it should affect him in a different way, but his chances are pretty high if it does affect him, and you know, he'll be able to get over it pretty quickly. I still think we'll figure out whether he's going to be okay or not.
I think because his last debate with Biden went so bad,
To him it went well.
Or to him too, when he went
It
well.
was actually, no, but remember, that whole debate was an absolute joke on both sides.
What, for both of them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Joe Biden, look at us, excuse me. Because Joe Biden, he didn't, if you actually watch it, he started to, the way that Trump plays his stupid game is he kind of gets at you, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he keeps on getting at you until you kind of crack.
Yeah.
And the whole point was for Biden to not crack.
But he
and
did.
he ended up getting as low as possible.
Yeah.
He literally started playing in the dirt with him. So it wasn't, obviously it made Trump look bad, but it also made Biden look bad. Well, actually it didn't make Trump look bad because that's what you expected from him. But it made Biden look bad, and he missed a good opportunity
to be the bigger person,
and speak about all of his policies and all of the changes that he wants to make. It was just a bit of a mess.
But that's why I feel like this is planned. They realize it didn't go well, and they just don't want him to speak again.
And then you also have to remember with the postal votes for Americans, if you do one thing wrong, like literally one thing wrong, it's not counted.
Yeah.
So
and
you
can't
do
it again.
one thing wrong, it's done.
But that's what makes me so worried that these things can be easily tampered with, because I could have done everything right, said it there, and they'll say, "Oh no, she did something wrong," and then that's gone, because they don't show it to anyone, do they?
No.
So someone just looks at it and says, "Oh, she's done this wrong," in the bin.
I guess so, because I don't think they tell you. I don't know the ins and outs, but maybe they will tell you that hasn't been counted. I'm not sure, but you also have to remember those who want to vote for Biden are those who are taking COVID seriously. So if they haven't done a postal vote, the chance of them actually going out and standing in those long queues and risking like COVID is very slim. They're just going to be like on the day, not really on it, because no one's doing social distancing, and that is another way where Biden could perhaps...
Trump is going to win again.
Well,
I don't want him to, and I probably shouldn't speak it into existence, but it's that's what's going to happen.
I don't understand why every single president is so old, except Barack Obama. Not saying Barack Obama was good, because that's another story, but we'll get onto that.
That was another
story. We love Michelle Obama.
I don't have an issue with Obama. I said this the other day. I don't.
Obama neither do I.
Obama.
As a person, he's a black guy.
I don't like him as a president.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he was a great president, but I think everyone hypes him up because he was black. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the stuff that he did or didn't do, he wasn't great. Yeah. But as Obama as a person, the way he can connect with people, the way he looks at his wife, the way he is with his kids, love him. As a president,
he needed to go.
He
wasn't helping the system.
No,
he wasn't helping us at all.
No,
we need to get onto this on another one, because that is very interesting. Yeah. Those who want to hear that political part, please do, because we're on it. I mean, look at Trump, for example, really quickly. Again, this has just turned into LBC, but we move. Look at Trump. He has actually employment rate for black people has gone up. But he's still a racist. So, what can you do?
Yeah. No, it's true. And poverty, there are less black people in poverty.
Yeah.
Since Trump was president.
But he's still a racist. I don't understand.
Just be a good man.
It's like, I don't understand. It's literally like, again, giving a black person a sweet and then slapping them in the face repeatedly over and over again. Just because you gave me a sweet, it doesn't make your slaps any better. Exactly. And you keep slapping me. You haven't slapped me and then give me the sweet. No, you keep slapping me. That was fun.
We just turned into some politicians.
So any MPs, Radio 4. Sorry, Mac Hancock.
I don't know what just happened there. Okay, we need to go back
to normal.
Back to normal.
Okay. So, let's Twitter this situation.
Let's Twitter it out. So our Twitter topic of the week is Lani Good. She's been making a goddamn fool of herself all over the internet all week. What is your take on that whole situation?
Okay, so the initial take on her for me, initially at first, was she's crazy, and I couldn't be friends with someone like her. Tion Wayne isn't the greatest person in the world, but at the end of the day, he's a young boy. He has to go through experiences and female experiences. What do young boys do? They treat some females bad. Some young boys treat females bad, and they go through that until they find their love, whatever. And then I was kind of like, maybe we should look deeper into this.
Yeah.
Because I think she might have
problems.
She might have. She definitely is insecure and has some sort of psychological issues that perhaps she hasn't dealt with. Like, she is pining for a guy who is blatantly not owning her, disrespecting her, and that needs we need to look into that, because
it seems like she's got attachment issues of some sort.
Yeah, like, what is her family life like? How was her childhood? Because she needs help. This is what she's doing is an outlet, you know, it's helping her cope. But what she probably doesn't realize is that it's not actually going to help you cope.
No,
because
when it's making you look really bad.
When you sit back in your room by yourself at like 10 o'clock and there's no one around, you still have to face your demons.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm sad for her.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to sit here and like diagnose anyone.
Yeah.
But when I listen to the voice note of her basically begging
Pleading.
Tion Wayne to give her a baby, in my opinion, that's not normal.
As a young girl, she's not.
You're not 50.
How old is she? Do you know?
I mean, I would say
she's younger than us.
Either younger than us, or she's definitely not older than us.
No, she's not. So what? Maybe 27. You think she might be?
I don't know.
28.
She can't be older than us.
No.
I just don't. But then, okay, so that whole situation is messed up because obviously he released that voice note. But remember why he released it? Because she told everyone that he robbed her of $8,000. And what I find interesting is that a lot of people on Twitter say, get over it, get over it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have $8,000 to just get over. If someone steals $8,000 from me, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, but what is the truth?
Well, there was text to prove it. There was text from him saying the same thing, like, get over it.
Oh.
It's just money, like,
did he not? Did he give her $8,000 or did he?
I think
she bought him something.
No, I think it was I don't think she bought him anything of $8,000. I think he scammed her out of $8,000. Again, if I am incorrect, please correct me. But I think he scammed her of $8,000, and his response to her being upset by it was, "Get over it. That it's just $8,000. Go over it. Get over it." And I just feel like you can't steal $8,000 from someone and then tell them to get over it. Yeah. But then I don't know why she's begging this guy who's robbed you of $8,000 to give you a baby.
Yeah.
The signs are there that this probably is not going to work.
No.
However, she did say, even if I have to look after him on my own.
It doesn't make it okay. Stop asking people for babies, like, on a serious note. That's not normal. People who are not claiming you are not taking you seriously. Like, that is embarrassing. I feel sorry for her. I feel like she needs some help because, like, whatever she's doing, she's not processing whatever's happening to her correctly. Like, and, you know, it's great for now. Like, she's got a little bit of fame now, but everyone will get over this. We always get over stuff.
We always get over
it. And then
it.
she's going to have to, again, sit in her dark room by herself and deal with her demons.
And he will be fine.
And he will be fine.
The guy is always fine.
Because he has no emotional attachment. He's like, this girl is crazy.
And even though the whole of Twitter knows that he robbed her of $8,000, it's not him that will be getting the...
No, of course not.
No.
And obviously we do have to look at the fact that men, you know, there's a reason why she's like this. Like, maybe he whispered sweet nothings and all sorts, and he, you know, gassed her up into it. Of course, like, and I understand that. A part of growing is understanding that people can be straight douchebags, and we just move. We realize, and then we just continue and not be played by a douchebag again. Easier said than done, I understand, but
100%.
Anyway,
so our business of the week is, for those who don't know, I am on another podcast called the Parent Cast Hub. It's where me and other mothers and fathers come together and we just share our stories and our experiences about being parents. We answer difficult questions. We discuss difficult topics. So please check us out. We are on SoundCloud and YouTube at parentcast_hub. If you want to check out the Instagram, it is parentcast_hub. And yeah.
Wow. Cool. I've listened to a few of it. It's really good. I mean, I don't have no kids, but it is quite interesting to hear different takes on you guys' dilemmas when it comes to children.
And even me being a parent, it's nice to sit and talk to other parents and realize, oh, it's not just me.
Yeah, you're not crazy.
I'm not crazy. So yeah, please check out that podcast, guys.
Well, this has been the Cultured Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.